weeks off. Just need a little vacation. That's all. That's all.
Hey, Thanksgiving happened. I was kind of a premonition. The last pod you heard, I was like, we're not having a pod next week. And Justin was like, Thanksgiving's in 2 weeks. Well, it's all one lump.
One large week.
Yeah, one ginormous week. But we're back. I've got Sam with me.
Let's go.
Sam recently locked into the playoffs, Sam.
Thank God. Oh my goodness. I was sweating. I've never sweated so much.
There was not that I think there was a real possibility. There was a chance you missed playoffs with you losing to Justin, the surprise loss to Justin, and I was like, holy shnikes. Crazy.
Yeah.
And then the Giants let in a return touchdown, and all is well.
All is well, yeah. I mean, I was after seeing my team lose to Justin, I was going through all the scenarios of what it would take for me to lose playoffs, which I wasn't having to do before this week. So definitely sweating thanks to Justin. Good win, Justin.
Yeah, good job, Justin, keeping the consolation race interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a good holidays. You saw the fam.
Oh yeah, it's always good seeing the Bengals win too. Oh yeah, let's go.
Dude, let's geek out about some Bengals just a little bit. I'm a big Joe Shiesty fan. I love Jamar Chase.
I love Joe Shiesty.
They want me to be. I won't. I am a loyal fan, but they try every year. The Bengals are like, you're coming over. But there is this play, the Andre
Yoshivash
touchdown.
Yeah.
Have you watched that play in depth?
Yeah, the breakdown. Oh my gosh.
How Joe builds his own protection.
Crazy.
Pre-snap, he gets in, he reads 7+ coming, rebuilds the entire protection from the line back, pulls the tight end into the A gap, pulls P Ryan back. Like
just insane,
huge, ginormous,
IQ, just huge IQ. It's crazy, dude. I mean, and that's where it's just like with Flacco, yes, he was controlling the offense a lot better than Browning, but it was like he couldn't win games, and it was and obviously the defense, of course.
I don't know. I would blame those games on Flacco.
For sure. But when you have Burrow in there, there's just a different sense for the game of the protections, the ball placement. I think it was PFF said he had a 35% advanced ball placement, which means not only is he putting it in the right spot, but he's putting it away from defenders where they're able to run after the catch, which that's exactly what he did with Yoshivash on that throw. That was a perfect ball, right over the linebacker.
The whole play from start to back.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
then
crazy.
He sees the safety come from his left side, steps properly to let Salmaje pick it up, and Pion barely
barely
just gets enough,
saves the play,
and then he delivers an absolute dot to Yoshibas, who's splitting the safeties down deep. If he doesn't make the changes to protection, he doesn't have the time to make that throw. It was so
the little
good.
things, that matter.
As a hater of the Ravens, I loved it. I loved watching the Bengals just taking the task.
It was great.
But yeah,
great
you're
win.
absolutely right. And there's a reason why he's a top 5 quarterback being paid right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get him back in the lineup. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, they're in the playoff picture somehow. It's when you think they're out, it's okay, there's hope.
So I saw this other funny thing where it's top of the NFC right now is 9 or is 5 losses or something. And then the number 7 seed, also 5 losses. There's absolute parity across the league right now.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Something ridiculous like that, scraping into the playoffs.
With 5 losses.
Yeah, something like that. It's they have the same records. So yeah, it's fun. It's nice to have Burrow back. He helps. You should have T. Higgins. We're jumping ahead of the game.
Yeah,
I won't talk about your team
we'll get there.
Watching the Bengals play was fun.
Oh yeah.
The Packers-Lions game was a great game. Did you get to watch
the whole slate was insane.
The Chiefs game was so good with the Cowboys.
George Pickens is crazy. Literally. You see the clip of Puka and how he's there was a clip of Neon, a streamer. He was like, "Oh, you're the best number 1 wide receiver in the league," and he was like, Who are you talking about? Pickens? George Pickens? Like legit, like he's like gassing George Pickens right now as the #1 wide receiver, which like he
He's
really is
so
playing
good,
that
dude.
well.
He's
It's insane.
so good. He does everything: yards after the catch, contested.
It's
He
like
can burn you. He can
yeah.
make you look stupid.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like slant, slant, slant because it's like you gotta respect the deep ball. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like
What are you
you
gonna
don't
do?
want to get beat.
Yeah, not cover 3 down the stretch. You
Exactly.
lose the game.
Literally. He's
Yeah.
insane. Crazy.
And we've been making fun of the Cowboys defense all year, but the position of Quinnen Williams,
It's amazing, dude.
it's like him
Yeah.
and Logan. I think Logan Wilson to a lesser extent, but Quinnen Williams has changed the way that defensive front can handle the run game. It's
They've
giving
been
their
playing
back end.
so much better. It's
The
crazy.
DBs are all like risk reward ball hawks. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if Trayvon's still healthy, but Bland is like he gets a pick 6 or he gets toasted or like that. But like if you can drop 6, it
Yeah.
makes that kind of style of gameplay way better because you have guys that can back them up. It's like
Yeah.
they could be legit.
No, they're making a playoff run. They're the hottest team in football, I feel like, right now. So it's like we'll see. I mean, it's a huge game tonight against the Lions, which
Yeah,
we'll see
for
what
both
happens.
for
Well,
both
for both,
teams.
yeah, for both
Yeah.
teams. Yeah.
For both teams. I'm excited to hopefully get that on the external monitor here. We're
Yes,
a
sir.
couple minutes before kickoff.
Thursday pod.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my camera to focus here. So, but let's dive in. Let's dive in the rankings. We're 2 weeks removed. Just as a refresher for everyone, last time you heard from us, the rankings were 12-1. Mark, Justin, me, Ben, JT, Jacob, Ken, Santos. I need to find some sad music. Yeah.
Put the F in the chat. F
Yeah.
in the chat.
Let's just do one of these. Guy, Sam, you're at 3. Kessner and Josh, the 2 Joshes at the top 2. So we're gonna skip through the bottom 3. Mark, Justin, and I. No, wait. Mark, Justin, and Ben are the bottom 3. For whatever reason, I'm ranked ahead of Ben, but Ben should be ranked ahead of me because he maybe could still make playoffs.
That's true, I guess.
He is a crazy way. Let me pull up the. This is how Ben makes playoffs. So Ben has to win, obviously. He has to outscore JT, who's playing me by 62 points, and JT and Ken both have to lose. But if all of those things happen,
you're telling me there's a chance. Hey, Mario Hampton back potentially.
I mean,
does he save this team?
Ken is playing against Justin, so that's never happening. So the dream is dead.
Yeah, and he's playing Kessner this week.
But hey, it was a fun dream.
We dreamed about it for a second.
JT was telling me, we were talking today because I was like, yo, if you beat me, you're in the playoffs. And he was like, I don't want to be in the playoffs. I want to die in consolation.
Oh my gosh. Well, his entire team is on bye, so it's...
He said, don't worry, I'll have starters in there, but they might not be pretty.
Hey, he's staying within the rule set. He's gonna play people,
guys who are active. I don't know. You do you, brother.
Yeah, you do you. Like, you want to throw? Like, I mean, you do you.
Absolute choke season. We're trying to get JT on as well because I want to hear. Imagine, let's talk about Ben's team real fast.
Sure.
Like you said, you have Amarian Hampton coming back. Javonte Williams is the stud. He's the GOAT of all time. But this team is just kind of a team of shattered dreams. DJ Moore, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts been dropping off. Nothing to talk about on the bench. It's just what could have been.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. I feel like Justin Jefferson is a great player comparison for his team. High hopes coming in. It looked good, especially with, Javonte popping off in the first couple weeks. You smash that pick, and then it's fallen off, and no one could really explain other than what JJ's QB situation is. Oh man, it's I guess no players QB proof after all.
I mean, oh god. Apparently, the Vikings' performance on Sunday was would have been the worst in Jets history. If that's something you like. It was already the worst for the Vikings, but it would have been the worst for the Jets as well. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big bummer. And so obviously he's probably 99% gonna miss the playoffs, but played well first season in the league.
Yeah.
How has it been having all the brothers finally in the league?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, obviously with Thanksgiving, like we were all just chatting it up, like talking fantasy, like watching the games together. That was a lot of fun. Like obviously there
Yeah.
wasn't like too much going on. Like I feel like playoffs were like pretty much locked up for the most parts, but it's always fun talking fantasy with them, like talking strategy, obviously talking trades if those come up. Like there's multiple times where I'm like hitting up Ben or like hitting up Justin. Like it's just easy, like
Yeah.
so it's fun. It's definitely fun having Ben in here. First year I think he's just getting his feet underneath him. I feel like he's got all his picks. It's like I feel like there's a lot of people that are truly down bad. So I feel like the fact that he's like you know, got all of his picks, good keepers. Like he could definitely do some damage next year. At least being much more competitive like than this year. So I feel like
Yeah.
the ball is only going up.
The first year is always odd. You're like, especially our
Yeah,
league is so competitive and so wacky.
totally.
But yeah, it's been great having him. And like you said, has all his draft picks plus a seventh, so picked up a little bit
Yeah,
of capital.
sure.
And hopefully he has a good run of consolation. All right, jumping up to number 8, JT, who's currently the 6th seed in the playoffs. Out of pocket dogs. What could have been? I mean,
Yeah,
like, it's so odd, dude. So Henderson, I get, especially because it was part of the Etienne deal, and Etienne's been very good, so you couldn't have both, right? Like, if he kept Henderson, he wouldn't have gotten Etienne probably.
yeah,
I don't know. That's neither here or there. But holding on to HN, being competitive here, could have been something. This could have been, like, we're gonna get the playoffs. Anything can happen. I feel like combination of DK, Waddle, Kittle, HN, ETN,
yeah,
Prescott. Like, could be
yeah.
something there.
Totally, I agree. I mean, you think about this team, and it's one game away from playoffs. That's
Yep.
crazy when you
I
put
mean,
that
he
in
still might
perspective.
make it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm
100%.
fielding like crap. So like sometimes I'll score 120, sometimes I'll score nothing. That's just the nature of having a nothing team, which is by
Yeah.
design. And he can still, if he wins, he makes playoffs.
Oh yeah.
He's in
It's
the playoffs.
crazy that he's that close, and to think that and yes, like he sold and got good capital for next year, and like I think he'll definitely kill it next year for sure. But it's just like, man, like you could have been competitive 2 years in a row, like
And without spending,
yeah,
like if he doesn't sell, he still has his top end capital.
exactly.
It's not like he bought. And so yeah, so it's been great to have JT. I love him. I'm actually gonna go over to his house this weekend, make some cookies, so that'll be fun.
Ooh,
I'll keep digging him though, because I mean, to me, it's like you should have been buying, brother. You should have hit me up. You should have been saying, hey, how do I get me some of those players that I'm out on a Bum Santos team? We could have a little bit more going on.
Literally.
But yeah, okay. Now let's talk about the real contenders. There's 7 of them. 5 teams have locked. So the locked playoff teams, in no particular order, are you, Kessner, Josh, Guy, and Jacob. You guys have all locked. I don't think if I have this correct. Yeah. So that's exciting. On the bubble is JT, Ben, and Ken. JT technically has the best scenario because he's winning in, but we've already talked about how he's probably going to try to maybe throw legally.
Yeah.
Which leaves Ken, and Ken is sitting here at 6. I'm skipping Santos. Sorry, Santos. What could have been? What could have been? Very, very disappointing to lose by 0.6. This team is loaded. He's going to kill us all in consolation. It's not going to be like If Santos doesn't win consolation, it was just never meant. Like this year, he should have just sold. Like it was never. Like he should smash everyone in consolation. The only team that should maybe give him a threat is if Ken does miss playoffs, because Ken seems pretty good.
Oh
The rest
my
of the teams down
gosh.
here are terrible.
Could you imagine if he lost? Like in
Dude,
consolation?
he probably will. I'm gonna get a text after this releases. We're like, what, 8 minutes into recording, 15 minutes into recording. Sam's gonna text me. I started the pod. I know what's coming. Like he's gonna absolutely destroy. Okay, I thought Gibbs scored this one. He's gonna kill us in consolation, but what could have been, gosh, down his first 3 picks.
It's just incredibly down bad situation. Like there's no more amount of pain that I could feel than Santos' situation. Like I've had my fair share of like heartbreaks in fantasy, Luke, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like there's been moments where I've had to completely step away just for a couple weeks because I just can't take it. But this is another level, like of pain of just like if I was in that situation where I completely sell the bag for a year and then just don't even make it, like it's brutal.
It's brutal.
I feel it.
Sometimes, so just to give you a dichotomy, I have the most capital in the first 3 rounds at 9 picks in the first 3 rounds. Or no, I have 7. Sorry, 7 picks in the first rounds. He has 0. How many picks do you think he has in the first 5?
2.
Well, he has 1. He only has a 4th round pick. Doesn't have his 5th.
Oh my gosh.
The 6th and 7th and 8th and 9th, double 9ths. And then he has, between the rounds of 12 and 15, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 draft picks. Between 12 and 15.
Oh my goodness. His team is going to be like your team next year. Yeah, like literally.
I will say Santos is very savvy. I bet that he does more trading next year. Not even to be competitive. I bet the people he picks up with those later rounds, I'm thinking like handcuffs or rookies, like all these players that he's just gonna shotgun. Like his whole roster is gonna be filled with what ifs.
Yeah.
And if he hits a couple of them, you're right back in it.
Yeah, that's true. And even if it's like then you have some value to then trade away.
Right. Right. You could try to build. Or you can try to be competitive now.
I think that was like the biggest thing when you're losing top end draft capital. It's not necessarily like, oh yes, you're missing a couple studs, the foundation of your team, but you're sometimes missing those key players that you can trade away for value, where you can either upgrade or like take a risk and just like do a 2-for-1 even like of like a Jamar Chase for like, early on in the year we were thinking about like the Ashton Genty and Ricky Pearsall trade for Jamar Chase at the time, the buy low. And it was like, you can make those trades when you have like a first round pick because it's like the perceived value
with promise.
Still. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like,
absolutely.
I think that's where he's going to be really hurting, but if he can somehow find those waiver wire gems, be savvy, and then hit on those late round picks, he might be able to do some 2-for-1s or even trade for future draft capital where it's like then you're loading up again for the future years. But definitely not an ideal situation just given the landscape of the league next year and just how many top-end teams are going to be with the capital that he sold away.
He does get Quinshawn in the 8th round, which is pretty good.
That's good.
It's it's going to be one of the better keepers. This year is kind of a keeper reset. A lot of our best keepers have been max kept.
Yeah.
And there aren't a lot of really high-value keepers right now, which is another reason why I chose to buy. But
that's a good point.
The market kind of reset in those kind of categories, but Santos is making out with one of the better ones, which is Hughes. And like I already said, he's super savvy. So
he'll find a way.
Yeah, he'll find a way. But man,
it's just not ideal. Like you're handicapped by a lot.
if you do all these moves, make playoffs, and like get out of the divisional round, I'm like, like you did what you like. You made the run. Yeah. And then just cards didn't fall your way, but to miss the dance is brutal. Okay.
It's brutal. Yeah.
So Ken's at 7. Ken is doing Ken things with a hodgepodge of good, not great, occasional stars.
Yeah.
he faces a rough one. As much as we were laughing about he's playing Justin, he is down CMC this week,
Mm,
which is obviously like the backbone of the team.
yeah.
And Rashee Rice plays Houston, which is not great.
Mm,
But the rest of the team is pretty good. Mayfield is a solid quarterback. Chris Brown, Jalen Warren are great 2-3 to CMC's 1. Devontae Smith is, I think, a great pairing with Rice. You get those boom games where he's like the guy.
yeah.
He's like 8 for 10 for 100 and a touchdown. Where Rice is your consistent, I'm just going to get you 15 every week, and maybe I get the second touchdown.
Yeah.
Dude, Rashee Rice,
So good, dude.
since coming back, has only scored under 16 one time. Under 16 one time.
Oh my god.
Like,
He's the definition of alpha, bro.
Yeah, he's been an absolute machine.
Yeah.
He's the wide receiver 32 on the year, and he missed the first 6 weeks.
He is ridiculous, dude. So good.
And then Jake Ferguson is going to find his way. He's been a really good tight end. He kind of dropped off a little bit when Lamb came back. He wasn't as explosive, but still very serviceable.
Yeah.
Still a top end tight end.
Totally.
And the bench is a bunch of whatevers, but this is that 6-17. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're gonna make the dance. They have a good starting roster. Maybe the depth isn't there, but who cares? We made it to the playoffs.
Yeah,
we gotta be healthy for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and let's be real. Like, he is 4th in points for, so it's like he's putting up points, and obviously that's due to having the RB1, obviously. So it's like he will win that tiebreaker if he wins. So it's like in terms of with
Yes.
JT and
JT, yeah.
So it's like if he just takes care of business against Justin, and obviously if JT's losing and throwing, he's in. And so that's the way I see his team is like, yeah, he's got a pretty good shot at making playoffs in my eyes, because his team is way better than Justin's in my opinion, and better than JT's, and has the points for advantage. So it's like you just take care of business. JT loses, you're in, like, based on that advantage. So, and once this team is in, it's like, yeah, like you said, it has a great starting roster where it can compete with anyone.
Yeah. The points for, like you said, points for there. I don't, the top half of the league, you guys are all stacked.
Yeah.
There are a couple teams that are a little more stacked, but I think we reached a point where it's like any given Sunday with any of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can all hit 140. You all have that star power that can get you over the top. And so Ken, while you're at 6 right now, maybe you make that double. Maybe you run it back. The run back could be in the cards.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're
see.
all hoping for no, right?
Let you want to talk? Let's talk about that. The playoff picture.
That's true.
Kessner, Josh, Guy, Jacob, you, and Ken. If that ends up being the thing, my rankings of who I want to win.
Yes, I'm actually interested. It's interesting.
Tied for number one is Jacob, Guy, and Kessner equally, because they haven't won one yet.
Yeah.
So if any of them win, this is great. This is fantastic. Proud of them. Specifically rooting for Kessner because we give him a whole bunch of crap every year, but he's one of the best fantasy football managers I've ever known, and I wanted to see him get over the hump.
Yeah.
But all of them, they're all super good. Then is Ken, because I love Ken, and if anyone gets another, the only person to go back to back is Justin. So Ken would get 2, that's fine. And then you, and then Josh. Josh at the bottom. It's at all costs, we must stop Josh. I know I say that. I gave him some really good players, but we must stop him. Okay? I'm trusting the league to get this done. Okay, it's 5-on-1. 5-on-1. So.
Hey, leave it to me if I'm in the championship.
Like,
I will take that mission.
No circumstance can we let Josh win another one.
Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, we'll get to his team, but yeah,
we'll get to his team. But yeah, so but let's talk about the 5 team, and you're at 5, Sam. So tell me about your journey here. It got hairy there with the Burrow injury, but now you're very comfortably at 5.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I mean, I would say, like, this year has been obviously a lot of ups and downs, but mostly just, I mean, the nature of injuries for me. I think I've suffered a lot of injuries that I've had to navigate. obviously with the Burrow injury in week 2, Scatabo injury halfway through the year.
Oh,
That was brutal. Like looking
oh,
like literally like one of the best draft picks, and it's just like I loved watching him too. Like he was so
oh my
fun,
goodness. Yeah, absolutely.
so good. And just like obviously like I've always had to start the year what it feels like behind the curve. Like I'm always at 12 at the start of the year. So I'm always like working my team way back of like, all right, like coming back. But like I've been able to do it year after year. Like last year I finished third. This year I'm in the playoffs again. It's like, so it feels good to like recover. Obviously probably because I keep picking Bengals and they start slow too.
Yeah, Bengals start hot, challenge impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Literally never happens. But no, I feel like I've made some savvy moves this year. I feel like I've traded a lot more than I've ever traded, which I think I'm trying to evolve my strategy and come up with new ways to win. But I'm really proud of this team. I think this team definitely has the capability to go toe to toe when healthy. That's the question, and I think
absolutely.
that's where I'm at right now with London and Higgins being down. But once, I mean, and it's looking like Higgins will trend back this week and London's day to day. So I'm like, I don't really care about this week. Just get
Right.
healthy. Like,
Yeah,
please
be
just get
healthy for the
healthy.
playoffs.
Be
Absolutely.
healthy for week 15. That's all I care about. Like,
Right, right, right.
especially for London. It's like, yeah, PCL is no joke. Look at Ricky Pearsall. That was another
Yeah,
injury,
that's
like,
another injury. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it's just like I feel like I've had to work through a lot of that stuff, but once my team's healthy, like I love Achan. I'm really hoping Genty will break out, but I don't. It's not looking like it with the Raiders just being so bad.
Well, and I mean, the next three games are absolutely brutal for running
Yeah.
backs. Denver, Philly, and Houston is like the worst run games you can imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
The Giants are a good matchup if you get to the division or if you get to the
It's the
championship. But good
championship.
lord,
Yeah. So like I've got some tough matchups for sure. I've definitely have just been building the team to get to playoffs because I've faced so many injuries and so much adversity, if you will. But once it's in playoffs, my mindset's like, anything can happen.
anything
Like
can happen.
literally, like I lost to Justin this past week. Like literally anything can happen. So it's like nothing's guaranteed when it comes down to these games, and your team just needs to get hot at the right time. So and that's been my philosophy every year. I think it's just like get into the dance and let's see what happens. Like last year,
Yes.
I made it to the semis and I won out in the third place game. And if I made it to the championship, I would have won because T Higgins put up 39 in the championship
Yeah,
week.
he
So
went
it's like
huge.
so you just need that one player that just breaks out at the right time. So like I'm really hoping that that's my team is like, and I've constructed it in hopefully a way where it's like these guys are like what ifs of like, oh, what if London goes off like 3 weeks, or what if Gadsden goes off in the last 3 weeks, or Burrow comes back and has a miracle run. It's like that's how I try and construct my teams of like, all right, every year I'm going to be competitive and we'll see what happens in the playoffs and just make it to the dance. So
Well, in terms of capital, you're only down a second. You have the rest of your stuff with the spare six. So yeah, and you can see it. And I think that's kind of the difference between the top end tier and this
yeah,
middling tier with you and Ken. Like Ken's only missing his first really. He has everything
right.
else. Um, and Jacob, who we're about to talk about, I don't think is missing anything really important. I think he's missing his fifth.
Yeah.
He has everything else. So they're like you guys are kind of in this batch like lesser tier because maybe the bench isn't as deep or maybe you're a little more inconsistent,
Yeah.
but you didn't pay for it either. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like the teams in front of you have
Yeah.
paid to get those blue chip players,
Yeah.
and again, two different kind of strategies to attack it. I think, and we've already said anyone can, once you make it, it's anyone's game.
Yeah.
It's anyone's game. The first championship I went to, I lost to Santos.
Yeah.
And it was because was it the first championship? Yeah, I lost to Santos because I had a team that was averaging 120, and I make the finals and I scored 60.
Yeah.
And it's
And
like,
that happens,
I put, I did everything I could. I
Yeah.
started the dudes. There were a couple
Exactly.
bad matchups. It was like, I'm going to play them. They're my guys.
Yeah.
They've been balling out. And so
And
yeah,
that's just, yeah, and it's really
that's
interesting to
fantasy
see.
football.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, people's philosophies and how they buy or how they, obviously buy or sell, right? Because it's like to some degree, like, yes, there's no guarantee just because you're selling your first 2 or 3, round picks that you're gonna even A, make playoffs, with
Yeah,
Santos's case study, or even B, like even win the championship. So it's like I rather, and this is just my philosophy, be competitive every year, have a shot every year, and just like get to the playoffs and see what happens. Sure, I might not like spend like all first 3 rounds, of my draft capital and have Jamar Chase and Puka Nakua and Jonathan Taylor on my team, but like I still have a team that I feel confident that can go on a run and like win the chip even with like not having a bye. So we'll see what happens. Like I could get bounced first round, and that's
yeah.
a part of it. Like I
That's
have
a
to live
fact.
with
That's
that, but
fantasy.
at least I have a chance at like winning the chip. So like I feel good about that. So yeah,
Yeah, and I love that philosophy. I think definitely there's this in real world football, right? If you told me like, or let's use the Stafford Goff trade for example.
yeah,
Like Goff has been very very good quarterback for the Lions. He has been maybe top five, but he's been very solid.
yeah,
They extended him. I think he's on his second extension with them. He's played very well. They got him and 2 first round picks for Stafford, who has been better, but not like. I mean,
yeah,
this year Stafford's been balling out, but
yeah,
years prior he's been fine. He's been a good quarterback again. But if you told the Rams it'll cost you 2 first round picks, but you win a Super Bowl, I I think I'm like I'll triple that.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you if
yeah,
you like, I will spend 6 first round picks
yeah,
if you tell me I
yeah,
win the Super Bowl this year. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and so obviously there's no guarantees, but I like those are the kind of like
Those are the decisions that the
yeah, those are the
GMs are
decisions, right?
making.
It's like
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like oh man.
yeah,
And so yeah, I think having a team that you're like this could do it, this team could do it,
yeah.
and
But
not
and
one
then
team
I
makes
think
sense
that's
to
where
me.
I've also evolved because like I think before I was so conservative where I was like I'm not paying for any top talent.
Right.
I'm only gonna ride or die with my guys. But I think I'm evolving where I'm like I know I need some level of
Yeah,
talent.
let me
Like
itemize
I need
area
at
of
least
need, and
one
let me go
like
get that. Maybe
one
I'm not
star
rebuilding the
player.
whole roster,
Yeah,
but let me go get one or two
yeah,
dudes
and
that really
that's
put me
where
over
I
the
was
top.
like, Achan was my guy this year. I was like, I need that top talent. Like, I need a guy that is a top 5 running back. Like, I just need that because
I
Genty's
mean,
not getting it done.
but
Like,
you also like if HM fell through, you had to deal with me as well for
that's
Barkley.
true,
Like
and that's yeah,
you were
yeah,
making those moves.
yeah. I needed
Absolutely.
somebody, and I was like, I'm not walking away before the deadline without making some sort of move, and
Right.
I'm so glad I
Very
did
savvy.
because I was
Yeah.
like, if I didn't, I'm probably not making playoffs. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
For
my
real.
team's wasn't good enough by without
Santos
Scatterbo.
is probably in.
Yeah,
Santos is probably
that's true.
next in the extinction room. Okay, let's talk about Jacob. Jacob's at 4. We already said that he hasn't spent a lot. His team was drafted very well, and again, he's made small moves that are interesting, but like I don't really. So I think the biggest move was the Adams for Dowdle trade, and
Yeah.
yeah, Adams has been a touchdown machine, but Dowdle's been really good. So it's like and he's making playoffs. Maybe I wouldn't have made that trade, but he's made the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
and there's a team. So his quarterback is on bye right now. He would be playing Jackson Dart, who's been great for fantasy. So the starting lineup is Dart, Henry, Jacobs, Allen, AJ Brown, Mark Andrews, Rico Dowdle is normally his flex. He's got some great other pieces in there. Goddard, Jennings, all great players. You see that he cut Addison for
Yeah, I
Henry?
saw that. Oh my gosh, it's too
The
funny.
Vikings fan is down bad.
Yeah, that's how you know, man. How you really
No.
know.
um, but yeah, Jacob, this is easily his best year managing.
He's done
He
a great
plays a
job.
very hapless Mark team this week. He's already locked for playoffs this week. Doesn't even matter. And similar to your squad, a lot of great players. Maybe the bench is less impressive as the top guys, but this team can do the 120. It can compete with
Yeah,
you. It knocked me out of playoffs. This
yeah,
Jacob literally made my decision for me
yeah,
by beating me, and I think I was like the third highest scoring team that week, and he was
yeah,
just the number one. It's like okay, it
yeah.
wasn't in the cards.
I mean, he's
Um,
he's won his way to playoffs, like legitimately outright in his own control, like has made playoffs through the decisions he's made and just winning. Like, and this team is showing out. Like AJ Brown, who he traded for, has been popping off. Like
yep,
he's made some good moves. Like and honestly, like Henry's come alive. Like he's got in some ways like some of the most solid running backs like in the league, where it's like you know what you're gonna get Like they're just dependable.
Yeah,
And
his
like
floor is very safe. You're hoping
yeah,
to find that ceiling.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's where I kind of like the AJ Brown play, where it's like, yeah, like he can afford to get that alpha guy that's going to put up 30 now, you know. So it's like, and Dart gives you insane rushing upside. Like he's been actually really good this year. Like me and him have been texting about like that trade with Mahomes of like who won out, and like up until this point, I think he's kind of won that trade, like in
Because
terms
he
of
was
Dart.
also got Sutton out of it, right?
Yeah, he
Which
got,
he's now flipped for
yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
So yeah.
In terms of
Um,
value, I feel like Dart has been better than Mahomes, even though Mahomes has been QB, like, I think QB2 on the year. Like, from the time of the trade, Dart has been better than Mahomes in terms of fantasy,
yes, he has been.
which has been frustrating for me. But obviously, like I think like for him, like it's super good going into playoffs, knowing that you have some really good matchups with Dart, like Washington, Minnesota, Las Vegas. Like it's really solid. So um, potentially keeper value, who knows? But
Who knows? Yeah, we'll see where
we'll
AP
see.
places
But
him.
yeah, no, I think
Or
he's done a
AB.
great job, similar to what you said, best managing year for sure. So, props to him. And I mean, I might be playing this team. We'll see.
Week 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
That'd be one
scary.
to watch. That'd be kind of fun because you
Yeah.
guys did that deal, two deals, so it'd be kind of fun to
Oh yeah.
see the matchup.
Oh yeah. But I might play Burrow. Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows?
I
Who
can,
knows?
I might have to. We'll see. Just depending on matchups too. So yeah.
Um, but yeah, excellent job, Jacob. All right, the top three. So here we have a little bit of a tier break, in my opinion. You and I are both in lockstep with this. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Just as a mention, you dropped 2 spots. You were in 3, now you're at 5. Jacob has grown 3, so he was in 7, now he's at 3 or 4.
Nice.
We have a bump here. So Guy's at 3. It's a rise of 1. He was at 4 last time we talked. And Guy has, through thick and thin, through every injury under the sun, put up 140 points every week. He is on a mission. And if he gets Jaden Daniels back, watch out.
Yeah, man.
Jaden Daniels' playoff schedule is the Giants, Philadelphia, who have not been great against quarterbacks, and Dallas.
Oh.
Like, absolute deliciousness. And the team is like, he's
Bucky Irving's back.
Bucky Irving is back. He's got the RB3 in Josh Gibbs or Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got the wide receiver 1 in Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's got Tyler Warren, who's a top 3 a tight end. He's got Ted McMillan, who's all of a sudden scoring touchdowns. Is a top 10 guy. He's number 7 overall. He super savvy. Grabbed Mike Evans off the waiver wire
That was nice.
just in time for playoffs.
Very nice. Good pickup.
Quinton Johnston has been great for the flex. Just, he could go boom, he could go bust, but he's a great flex play. Guy has been managing his butt off and is poised to – he's already locked the playoffs. He's poised to maybe steal that top seed back if Josh does lose, which I don't think he will. But if he does have more points scored than Josh. So if he wins and Josh loses, he retakes the top 2 spot.
That's big.
Which is crazy. Just lamenting all the injuries. We said at the beginning of the year this was one of the deepest rosters we saw come out of the draft, and it showed up.
Yeah.
And really well managed by Guy.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show how deep it was when he didn't really have to trade, Like,
yeah.
For me, I struggled with a lot of injuries, but not compared to him. And the fact that I had to make trades to, like, manage maneuver all the injuries. Guy didn't have to because he was just like, yeah, like, I'll just throw him on the IR slot or throw him on the bench and just replace with this person or, like, that's crazy. Like that's unheard
absolutely.
of. But it's just like he believes in those guys so much where it's like, yeah, like I'm just gonna ride with them and it's worked, like that's great. Like talk about just like, like but like just placing guys in your lineup. Like it's like don't need the waiver wire either. Like who needs that?
Who needs that? Yeah. He's second points for overall. And a host of injuries. Daniels, Wilson, obviously never got AU back, but that would have been cool. Trey Benson, he thought he had a stud in, all of a sudden he's out again.
Yeah.
Like all these guys. He lost Tucker Kraft for the year.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like just injury after injury after injury. Bucky is now back, was gone for 8 weeks.
That Rashad White trade though really helped him.
Was huge, and it looked that
Oh my
first week it looked
gosh.
like he punted, but it was the correct
No,
call.
that was the best call because like Bill is nothing. Like Bill is absolutely
I
nothing.
think on a roster shouldn't be.
Yeah, yeah, literally. So that was his one trade, I guess. But like, was the best trade for him, given his injuries and obviously his situation. So just
And he
fantastic.
doesn't even have Rashad White anymore, by the way. He's on the waiver wire too.
I mean, yeah,
Trey
makes
Benson should
sense.
be back this week or next. But it's like, hey, I need 3 weeks out of Irving and Gibbs. Let's go.
Yeah, literally.
Let's rock and roll.
I mean, I would rock with those guys anytime.
No, 100%. Absolutely.
Give me them all day.
So great job, guy. Rooting for you, buddy. Hoping you can get your first chip here. Okay, there has been a change.
Ooh.
Josh is no longer the number 1. He's at 2.
What? The
Josh
Josh?
is at 2. And Sam, you have him at 2. I have him at 2. And it's correct. He should be at 2. Tell me why you have him at 2, because you're going to say everything I would say anyway. So go ahead.
We're talking right about the same Josh, right?
Winner of the Josh Bowl, your brother.
Yes.
Your
okay.
brother. I call him Kester. Kester lost the Josh Bowl. We can't call him Josh. He's Kester.
Yes. No, this team obviously has been a little bit disappointing these past couple weeks. The Saquon trade has not looked good. Not looked good at all. Which I am thankful for. Thank you, HN. Puka Nacua doesn't look like himself. I mean, I saw this one meme. It was like someone playing Madden with the Rams. It was like, Puka Nacua, 99-yard reception. Devontae Adams, 1-yard reception for the touchdown.
He's down on the 1. Puka makes some insane backflip, one-handed catch, and he's down on the 2-yard line.
Devontae Adams.
Adams scores touchdown.
So that's got to be frustrating. JT does not look like himself, or at least the Colts.
The Colts are a little bit of a slump.
Colts are a little bit of a slump, and they have Jacksonville, who's one of but then they got Seattle, San Fran, which is like, all right,
it's a good matchup.
Yeah, but then Jacksonville again. It's like, I don't know, like, and those are divisional games against Jacksonville, and Jacksonville has been playing well, so I don't know about the Colts in general. And like Daniel Jones' fibula is apparently fractured. He doesn't look healthy. Herbert's hurt now, so he has to play Stafford,
who's been great.
Who has been good, but like I don't know. It's just it feels like the vibes are down on Josh's team.
Yes.
Like in the last couple weeks, what he's only put up less. He's put up less than 100 in the last 3 weeks. 66, 96, and 91.
So let's break it down a little bit. So through those 3 weeks, there were a couple guys on bye. He started with the Chase. Chase was on bye 3 weeks ago.
And then suspension.
Then he had the suspension, so he missed that game too. JT was on bye. Puka wasn't on bye, but he's also had to come back from injury. And this is where those early wins, and we talked about it early in the season, mattered so much for Josh, is he could afford to take some late losses, knowing and kind of building for that playoff schedule.
Yeah.
And some of these playoff schedules are very good. Barkley has the Chargers, who do not have Las Vegas, Washington, and Buffalo, which are phenomenal matchups for running back.
Yeah.
So playoff-wise, you're kind of hoping, as much as he hasn't been showing it recently, he kind of bounces back. The Bengals are a win no matter what mode. So Jamar Chase, it doesn't matter who they're playing, but like they're going to be throwing the ball 24/7. You see the clip of Joe Burrow? It's like 3rd and 4 on the goal line, 3rd and goal on the 4-yard line, and he's under center. He's calling out the protection, and one of the Ravens is like, Joe, are you throwing? Oh, sorry, you running the ball? You running the ball? And Joe's like, running? F no. And he throws a touchdown.
Yeah, he's never gonna run the ball. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was the Tennessee game where he threw it to Sam Hubbard. He threw it to a defensive lineman on that play.
No, this just happened.
No, this was Tennessee. This was last year. This was from the quarterback season 2.
Either way, it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's
that
so
is
funny.
The Bengals offense.
Oh yeah. They're gonna throw the ball
um,
50 times.
50 times, and so and then Nakua hasn't been his like wide receiver one self, but he's still been great. He hasn't
Yeah,
dropped under 10 all but 1 week, and that was when he was hurt.
safe floor for sure.
Um, and then Kelsey's been a surprise pickup for Josh. Kelsey's been very consistent.
Yeah,
He's the tight end 2 on the year, which is a huge
that is
bounce back
crazy. Yeah,
for Kelsey in its own right, but for Josh, kind of sniping that out, kind of sussing that out, and grabbing him while his value was kind of still in the middling.
yeah.
But you're absolutely right. He's been depressed numbers. Now there is an element of like maybe he's gotten the depressed numbers out of the way, and playoffs are
I
down
was just
here.
gonna say that. Yeah,
They'll ramp back up. All these NFL teams are all going to make their own playoff push, and that's one of the cool things about fantasy's relativity to playoffs is we get all these teams really trying to hit
their groove.
pedal
Yeah,
to the metal
yep.
to get the best seeding
Yeah,
to make the playoffs in general.
it's true
And
because he might have the bye, so it's like, yeah, like
right,
these next 2 weeks really don't matter then to Josh, and it's like, okay, I'm just playing for 2 weeks and get all the low floor games, as he says, out of the way, and then that way he can get has the ceiling games. But I mean, like,
but
yeah,
vibes are vibes. Like
vibes
it
are
has been
vibes.
rough.
Yeah,
It has been rough, and he puts
but
up another stinker. It's a month of rough, which now
it's
it's
true.
like, is this a habit or
Yes,
are we just
and
in a low
and
spot?
that's
You
the
know?
question. It's like,
Right.
is this a trend, or is
Right.
this gonna
Or
be
is it just
like
like
a
this
slump
is
for a
fantasy as a
little?
dip
Yeah,
and then we're back?
and like, and that's actually what you want to some degree is to buy the dip, right? Like, your stock is probably going to go up, especially for some of these blue chip players that
Oh my
are
gosh.
like the name value, the offenses, the teams. So yeah, you could definitely make that argument of like, okay, like he's gone the floor games out of the way, and it's only going to be ceiling from here, or it's going to just pop off, and anything can happen in playoffs. So yeah,
And we're saying all this just to reiterate, we're ranking him 2.
yeah,
It's not like we're talking about the 10 spots. Like he's the second best. We're saying he's the second best team in the league, and he's gonna probably have a bye. He just has to beat you this week.
yeah.
Like so, just the change from 1 to 2 is the clarification because yeah, the vibes have been a little. Vibes have been a little sus.
Yeah.
Vibes have
I
been a
mean,
little
it
sus.
would be really disappointing though if like some of these picks that he drafted, or I mean, he traded for like Saquon and Chase just
Right. Don't turn around.
don't turn it around. And I mean, I'm not concerned about Chase. I'm more so concerned about Barkley. Of
Yeah.
like, you just trade his second for what was it, an eighth or ninth? What was your trade for?
Ninth.
Ninth. Like, and he's hasn't gone above 10. Like, like that is not a second round pick in my eyes. Like, and I almost made that trade, so I'm like, I would have never done that, And I already was like, I don't really feel great about Saquon to begin with. That's why I went with the HN trade. But yeah, that would be a big disappointment if like that didn't turn around and lost him a playoff game. So we'll see. But he's all in, so it's like if he does win the third one, good for him. Like, but
Totally worth it.
yeah, totally worth it, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, which means because Josh isn't the number 1 team, there can only be one. Kessner reclaims the first spot.
Yes,
Kessner's been
sir.
out of rank 1 for a long time now, but he's back. He's better than ever. And I did just beat him. He did just lose, but I had a weird pop-off week. I think he was still, let me see. He was the 3rd highest scoring team, and I was the 2nd. So it's not like, it's not like his team did badly.
Oh.
I just had a weird good week for my garbage players. JMO figured it out. I had Evan the Goat McPherson.
Oh my God!
Take
6
me to
field
victory.
goals.
Dude, when they kicked that last field goal, I
Yeah.
was like, please don't go for this first time. Just kick it. Just bring it. Oh, here he comes. Oh yeah, baby. That's another 4.
It's the classic field goal to death strategy.
Yeah, just round them and kick.
Yeah.
But this team, I think the only concern I really have, let's just go through. Okay, Lamar Jackson, Bijan Robinson, Brees Hall, Devontae Adams, George Pickens, Trey McBride, Roma Dunze. He's got the Seattle backfield and Marvin Harrison Jr. with Kincaid. So I think the biggest question mark is Lamar. Lamar has been very bad the last month.
Didn't practice today.
Really, it says he's expected to play, but that is huge. I feel like he's been on monitored or limited.
They keep downplaying this, in my opinion. They keep saying, "Oh, he's fine. Lamar's fine," and then he doesn't practice, and it's like, and then he plays bad, and it's like he's clearly not fine. and like, and
Right.
I know like you guys are saying he's fine, but he's dealing with multiple injuries. It's not just like, and like it was the hamstring before, then it was a toe, then it was an ankle.
Now it's an
It's just
ankle,
yeah,
right?
it's just like it's all over, and he's rushing less than he's ever rushed, and so that's really concerning. And he's like, no one has the balls, especially Kessler, like to sit Lamar.
Oh, I'm not
No
sitting
one's
Lamar
sitting
Jackson.
Lamar, especially when you're playing Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, and
Yeah.
like you're never gonna sit Lamar. But it's like he keeps killing this team if he keeps putting up stinkers like that because you have to play him. So it's like if this team is gonna lose, it's because of Lamar Jackson,
Yeah,
and
but
that's just the reality.
he's got touchdown magnet Devontae Adams. He's got wide receiver the goat George
Yeah,
Pickens.
and
I love George
Bijan,
Pickens.
Bijan.
Bijan Robinson is such a good. Trey
I will
McBride
say, yeah,
is so
I
good.
was gonna
He's
say,
so good.
let's be honest, like Trey McBride is what Lamar Jackson should have been in terms of his advantage. So it's like when I think about QBs and tight ends, it's like you should have one or the other, like an elite tight end or elite quarterback. Well,
If you can't get one or the other,
yeah,
you're
if you
set.
can't, yeah,
Right.
yeah, like you just play the waiver
Getting both is
wire.
insane.
Like getting both is really hard, and it's going to cost you a lot typically. But like for him, having Trey McBride is such an advantage. Where it's like for Lamar, I guess like okay, like you don't necessarily need him to be the 30 point per game Lamar Jackson that we're used to seeing. So I
Right.
think that is really saving his team right now. Is like the Trey McBride going up for 20 points, especially
Ugh,
with Marvin
MVP.
Harrison literally being injured all the time now. Like I don't know if you saw he's not
Yeah,
practicing
he's
again.
not
So it's
practicing
like
again.
he's trending to not playing. So yeah, like I think Trey McBride is really carrying this team. Of course, like Bijan is Bijan. Like there's the known players on his team that are just doing what they always do. But I think Trey McBride has been like his biggest acquisition too, like with the trade with Justin and 100% paid off. If not, should have been a
Oh my
first round
goodness,
pick. Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Should have been a first.
Oh
Should
my
have been a
goodness.
first. He no he to Kessler's credit, the Trey McBride pick came in right at KMV, so phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he's down his second. He has everything else in terms of
Wow.
draft capital. He's
It's pretty
got
crazy.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double sevens. He's missing a tenth, whatever. So yeah, literally down a second. So
It's crazy.
drafted really well, managed it really well. Kessler, you're killing it.
This has been like a crazy year for him. Like literally, like I mean, at one point he was 10-1. You know, up until like legit week 12. Like I talk about if he wins the chip, like this is like a perfect season in my eyes. Like you get the bye, like you pretty much win out almost like the
He was
entire regular
one
season.
seed like from week 1.
Literally
onward.
crazy. Like your team is absolutely stacked. You don't pay a ton of draft capital, and like you're reloaded for next year. Like so, I don't know. Like it feels like the Mark if Mark won last year, and obviously like Mark didn't have a great year this year, but it felt like Mark was gonna win it. You know, like
it felt he had the best keepers, and
literally
then he had all of his capital. It was like what the crap.
It's like oh god, this is gonna be a dynasty like year after year. So that's what it feels like. If Kessler can win it this year, it's like oh my gosh, like what is he gonna do next year type of deal? Because I'm assuming he's gonna have good keepers again. I don't know who. I don't know what his best keeper values are.
I mean, so we can look at a couple of them. Pickens was taken in the 5th, so or a 4th, so that's probably ADP.
Yeah,
yeah, second. I doubt he goes in the first round, but
sure.
He would probably kind of hover the 2-3 area, so you could keep him. Bijan was his number 1.
Can you keep him?
I don't know about some of these other guys.
No,
maybe Kincaid is a double keeper.
Yeah,
because Kincaid was good until he got hurt. He's been very good.
Maybe Rome in the 5th.
Maybe Rome again because he kept him. So
yeah.
Rome again. But he has all his capital, so it's really kind of can he add some icing to this already wonderfully beautifully cake. So yeah, Kessler, good job, man. Rooting for you. You got this. This year for sure.
If it's not this year, I don't know when.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what you would possibly do.
We should all just quit.
This year for sure, man. For sure. All right, so 12-1, Mark, Justin, Ben, me, JT, Santos, Ken, Sam, Jacob, Guy, Josh, and Kessler. There you go. There's your rankings. We're back. We have playoffs. We're going to talk about playoffs next week. We're going to look at matchups. We're going to do our brackets.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a great time. Sam, thank you for coming on. You're a rock star.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. It's always so fun.
I always love having you, man. All right, let's get out of here. But see you all. Good luck, everyone not named Josh Kobayashi. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. All right, bye.
Bye.